Good morning. Just dropped my daughter off. It's her first big theater performance today. Go into that in a little bit. And I got just a little bit of time. Thought I'd do something fun. I haven't done a crash the ship for a while, so I am in Grim. Can I grab any of this stuff? No, I always like picking up the shit. Why? What am I wearing? Wait, I thought I took my outfit off. Oh, that's right, I put it back on. I'm in Grim, and I thought I might just jump in the Wolf and go do a crash the ship. Let's see, is this what I want? I don't know. I don't really know my way around Grim, to be honest with you. I feel like I don't really know where I'm going. It's so cool in here. I could just walk around Grim too. Race is on hold till debris cleared. Gamble irresponsibly. Security sightings. Oh, it's so cool. I mean, look at this. Look at this. You're in a space station tethered between asteroids. And the light is moving as it orbits. It's pretty freaking cool. Alright. It says the Ironclad Assault is here. It isn't. The hell? I don't think it is. What are you doing, bro? I'm gonna open that for you? Here. Works better if you open it. Whoa. You guys are all stuck, huh? Why does it say the Clad is here? That thing is so fucking buggy. Oh my gosh. What's this? That's Habs. We don't want that. This is all Habs. God damn it. I know, I'm not here enough to actually know where I'm going. So most people are probably like, bro, go this way. I know. I know. What's through here? Can I get to Habs this way? That's cool. I mean, I'm walking towards my Ironclad. What is this? Wow. That's cool. Down in the depths. Why do I feel like it's gonna dead end? What the? Wow. What is this place? Hi. What you got? Looks like I'm going with paraphernalia. Do you speak? Guy's pretty wicked looking. Oh, that is awesome. The light. And look at how not only do you see the blades on the ground, but you see them hitting the kind of haze, the smoke in the air. I mean, it's so crazy. It's crazy how far games have come. You know, I was thinking about this. There, look at that. Oh, yeah. That is just gorgeous. So we gotta screenshot. I gotta start thinking thumbnails, because otherwise I'm just going through my video once it's posted. Like, where the fuck? Oh, and I got the right outfit for this too. Let's see. We want to be more like that, and then look this way. Cool. All right. I want to talk games while I'm trying to find the hangers. So, I would say the first video games, the first computer-based games I can remember. I was born in 1981, but I'm the youngest of four, and my older siblings are quite a bit older than me. So they grew up in the 70s, I grew up in the 80s, 90s, and they had a Commodore 64. You might be familiar. What's down here? So they had a Commodore 64. So when I was a little kid, I grew up playing Kids on Keys, Jumpman, Tower Toppler. And then my sister had a boyfriend that had, I think, a 160 or 128. So we played some of his games. Anyway, so I would say I started on. I feel like I'm not even close to. Anyway, so I started on a Commodore. It was 1987, I believe, when we got our original Nintendo Entertainment System. Love a lot of those games. Then moving forward from there, that looks like Habs again. Moving forward from there, I had some friends with like Super NES, but really it wasn't until probably the late 90s. I'm trying to think if I played anything else in there. NES, early 90s, mid 90s. Yeah, it was probably like the N64. Played a lot of GoldenEye. That would have been when I was in high school. 1080, Rush 2, all that stuff. And then the first time, I mean, computers were around, modern day computers, we'll say, but like they really didn't start blowing up until like the dot-com era, like 2000, 2001, I'd say, or maybe a little couple years before that. So like when my buddies went to college in 99, it was the first time I saw AOL Instant Messenger, and that just blew my mind that I was chatting with people, you know, wherever. ASL, remember that? Age, sex, location. Where the females at, right? So, after that, I actually in college did not have a computer until my senior year. I would go in the middle of the night to the library at St. Cloud State, Central Minnesota, and I would sit in the library on a computer and do my word processing for projects and school assignments and stuff. No computer in college. Think about that. Crazy. I had a little flash drive. It was like I think it was a 512 megabyte flash drive. Had like my whole world on it. I think I still have that flash drive floating around somewhere in a box. But anyway, so in about 2010 or so, my kids were born in 2009 and 10. About 2011 maybe, we got a Wii, and at that time the Nintendo store was still open, and I downloaded as many of my original Nintendo games as I could on the Wii. I still have that Wii, and I still play those Nintendo games on the Wii. I do still have an original NES, but I play them on the Wii because, you don't want to be fucking around with cartridges. I also have one of the remade Commodore 64s. It looks like this. It's not like the actual size, and it's got a bunch of games on it. It has Jumpman on it. Maybe I'll set up a camera and record that sometime. That would be pretty cool. I could do that in here actually. That'd be pretty awesome. I'd probably record with my phone or something, just because I wouldn't be able to on-screen record. But anyway, so I had the Wii. Then we had a lake cabin up north, and I think we bought a Xbox One. Oh, I forgot. In college in about 2002, I did have a PlayStation 2. And I had Vice City, and I also in high school I played PS1. I played a lot of Worms Armageddon with my girlfriend's brother. So I played some PS1, PS2 in college, Guitar Hero and all that shit. And then I think I sold the PS2 in 2009, bought the Wii in about 11. Then at our cabin, we bought an old Xbox 360 with an upgraded hard drive that had a bunch of games on it, so that was kind of cool. I did back in the day at my friend's house. I played some Sega. I also played Sega 32X. In fact, one of my favorite games of all times, which is very similar to Star Citizen, was Shadow Squadron. You're in space, in a spaceship, you have a pilot and you have a gunner, and you fly around, and your gunner shoots things, and you accomplish missions. Let me know if you remember that game. It was on the 32X. Not many people had that. They're kind of rare today. It was really blocky. It looked like space travel Minecraft kind of together, you know. But yeah, Shadow Squadron played that. That would have been in about, oh shit, that would have been mid to late 90s. So going back forward again, the Xbox 360, we had an Xbox One, which I believe my daughter still has and plays on. And then, of course, back in the day, I had a Game Boy. I forgot to mention that. It wasn't until about 2020 that I bought a gaming laptop, and I was doing some photography, some real estate photography and drone flying, and I decided to get a better laptop for video processing. And my buddy Joe, who you may see here once in a blue moon, asked me what games I had on that. He said, "Dude, that's like more capable than my gaming PC. What games do you have?" Excuse me. And I said, "I don't have any games." So it was then that he introduced me to Call of Duty. I started playing more games, started getting interested. That was only 6 years ago. Not even. In November of 2026 is when I first found Star Citizen. Joe recommended that I try it. And to be honest with you, at that point in the winter of 2020, I couldn't handle Star Citizen. It was too complicated for me. I didn't know what I was doing. Gun shop, found that. I didn't know what I was doing, and it was complicated. I did not have like your basic. Oh, here's the elevators I'm looking for. I didn't have your basic ability to control. I mean, I knew enough PC stuff, but not everything. Anyway, and then I kind of started exploring and getting into some different things, and I've played some Atari. I have some vintage games. I have an old Nintendo. Actually, my 360 is sitting right there. So yeah, I've kind of dabbled on and off with some different things. And I really like vintage gaming. Part of it is the nostalgia, but also I also some of the games like, dude, playing Jumpman on Commodore 64. Oh god, it brings back memories. Yeah, so I mean, I guess I never considered myself a gamer. If you look back in my history, have I played a lot of games? Yes. But I've never really seen it as like a hobby. And then it wasn't until like early 2024, so just over 2 years ago, that I built my sim, bought my new PC, and started kind of diving into it a little more. Why? Oh, that's new for me. That personal hangers menu. I haven't seen that before. Maybe the last time I played, but that seems kind of new to have. I have 2 small hangars. Okay, so what we need to figure out here is where's my freaking... How do I know where my wolf is? Okay, can I just call it here? So what the fuck? So confused. My god. You know what? I'm gonna take off all this armor and equipment because I plan on crashing and dying. So we're just gonna take literally everything off. This undersuit, I don't know why I can't take off, but whatever. Alright, so we got nothing on. And we're gonna go do a crash the ship in the Wolf. Haven't done that in a while. If you want to play crash the ship, here's how you do it. Here's my rules. You can use any ship you want. The faster and squirrelier, the better. And you have to be in mountains or buildings or asteroids or someplace that's complicated flying. And you start by going for a joyride and flying around, and then you increase your speed and risk, and you get less and less responsible, and you start taking more and more risks until you fuck up and crash the ship. That's how you play crash the ship. So, let's do a quick run. You know what? I better leave guns out. We're in, just in case I get into some sort of fight. Okay, we're in the air. Get some lights on. Nah, we don't need lights. Let's take a look at her. If you haven't flown the Wolf, it's a little rocket. It's cool. I don't fly it that often. Oh, look at that sun. Yeah. I don't fly it that often, but it is really a cool ship. Let's do a quick look about. Oh, we're coming out of the hangar here. Look at that. I have the frost white, but it's pretty cool in the chrome. Oh, that's just beautiful. Look at that. How the blue from the asteroids kind of reflects. Yeah. Better watch where we're going now, or I'm going to fly into something. All right. Let's squirrel about. Yeah, you can. Okay, I'm just going to head out into the asteroids here, and I think I'm going to go in nav mode, and we'll just get this sucker cruising. Yeah, you black out when you go into nav mode. Let's see how fast this thing goes. 1224 without boost. Can't make it go faster with boost. 1225 is about what we got. It's not that dense in here. I mean, you can navigate them pretty well. I think going back, whew, starting to get blurry though. Having your trend vector is a really good idea, your flight path vector. I mean, honestly, this isn't really that complicated if you just kind of fly the flight path vector. The key is to not focus on where you're pointing and to focus on where that vector is, because that's where your ship is actually going. So when you turn, depending on your speed, there's lag. Let's see if we can make it through this little gap-alicious right here. So I'm just going to put the trend vector right in the middle there and hope that the ship is probably bigger than it looks. We're going to do this in third person. Which means I'll probably die. Oh boy, there's an antenna. Dude. That was kind of cool. Yeah, she can spin, she can move about. You can red out, black out pretty easily. I mean, it's a cool little ship, for sure. Get our trend vector up, there we go. It's very beautiful. Go around this guy. Now my trend vector's way behind me, so you gotta be careful. I'm totally flying sideways right now, which can get you in trouble in an asteroid belt. Alright, there's Grim Hex on the horizon. We're gonna go... Oh, it says the Ironclad. It's like my jacked Ironclad still out in the middle of nowhere. In a couple of videos ago when it launched off on its own, it's like still out there sailing the verse. That's kind of cool seeing Crusader through the asteroid belt. I mean, it is so freaking pretty here. Let's just do this really for a second. At the risk of running smack into a rock. Just got 3 nice little contrails coming out. Watch, right here is where I blow up. Holy shit, I better be careful. Yeah, trend vectoring right into that rock. I'm not using the ping function because honestly there's so many rocks you can't really tell. It's better to just use your vision and kind of dodge them visually. Thing's pretty fast in nav. It's very, very agile, but of course at this speed you're all over the place. So my plan is to fly loops around Grim until I crash. So plane crash the ship, you do this, you go for a nice little joyride. That's a nice little crescent there on Crusader. You do a nice little joyride and then you start getting crazy. Okay, I'm gonna come out of nav. Or maybe I should stay in nav, I don't know. Nav would definitely be faster. Is this Grim? I don't know. I'm gonna black out and run into a rock right here. Oh, maybe this is something else. Oh yeah, there's Grim. Okay. Should we do that? Let me see it blow up better. I mean, like, that rock right there, I literally could be... This would be cool, then we get a better blow up scene. Plus, it's probably... See how it's sliding sideways? Which is cool, because that's what it should do in space, right? Okay, we're going right through the middle there. Once I get going the right way. Okay, so if I really want to be... I should do that. Oh boy, some antennas in here. Yeah, boy. What up, dog? It'd be cool to get a flyby, but like pan the camera, which means I'll die for sure. Alright, lots of little rocks in here. Let's get up here and make our turn out in the open. So there, I'm literally flying backwards right now, but it was a section that appeared pretty open, and now I'm trying to regain speed to make another run. Okay. Going through that hole right there. Nice music this morning. Here we go. For better or worse. Ow. God, I'm gonna die. Oh, that's the plan though. You have to die at some point and crash the ship. You cannot just fly the ship around and not crash. That is unacceptable. Okay. Whoa, there's a rock. Here we go. Here we go. Going back in. Going through right there. Ooh, can I make it through that little, like, space junk there? Okay. Okay. Okay, we're gonna shoot for that hole right there. Ooh, that's tight. Yeah. All right. Let's go down here. Spin it around. This is not Grim, by the way. Gamma ray or something. I don't know. We're gonna fly it. I can't really tell what I'm looking at here. I think that's good. I think that's a good line. Yeah. All right. Spin it around. I think we're good here. We'll find out. We'll find out. Looking good. Looking good. Looking good. Okay, I'm going right through that hole, and I'm not gonna like super line it up. I'm gonna go right through there. I'm not gonna super line it up. And we're just gonna do this and hope for the best. I have no idea. This might be it. This might be it. This might be it. Oh! We hit something. That's how you play Crash the Ship.